ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। मौन साहेब। श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
मय्यासक्तमनाः पार्थ
मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ
योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः
योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः
असंशयं समग्रं माम्
असंशयं समग्रं माम्
यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु।
यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु।
ज्ञानं तेऽहं सविज्ञानम्
ज्ञानं तेऽहं सविज्ञानम्
इदं वक्ष्याम्यशेषतः।
इदं वक्ष्याम्यशेषतः।
यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यत्
यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यत्
ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते।
ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते।
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु
कश्चिद् यतति सिद्धये।
कश्चित् यतति सिद्धये।
यततामपि सिद्धानां
यततामपि सिद्धानां
कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः।
कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः।
भूमिरापो नलो वायुः
भूमिरापो नलो वायुः
खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च।
कं मनो बुद्धिरेव च।
अहङ्कार इति यं मे
अहङ्कार इतीयं मे
भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टदा
भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टदा
अपरेयमितस्त्वन्याम्
अपरेयमितस्त्वन्याम्
प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे पराम्
प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे पराम्
जीवभूतां महाबाहो
जीवभूतां महाबाहो
ययेदं धार्यते जगत्
ययेदं धार्यते जगत्
एतद्योनीनि भूतानि
एतद्योनीनि भूतानि
सर्वाणीत्युपधारय
सर्वाणीत्युपधारय
अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगतः
अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगतः
प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा
प्रभवः प्रलयस्तदा
मत्तः परतरं नान्यत्
मत्तः परतरं नान्यत्
किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय
किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय
मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतम्
मयि सर्वमिदं स्तोत्रम्
सूत्रे मणिगणा इव
सूत्रे मणिगणा इव
So from shloka number 4, Bhagavan started presenting this creation, the model of Srishti, Bhumi Rapo Nalotyadi. We saw that. And there, what he said is Ashtada Prakritihi, and that Ashtada Prakriti, eightfold Prakriti, is also called Apara, as he mentioned in the fifth shloka, first word, Yam Apara Prakriti. And then there is also Para Prakriti, which is my essential nature. And the nature of the Jiva also, Jiva Bhutam, my nature and your nature also is identical. He says here, Yaya idam dharyate jagat. This world is sustained by that. So when somebody says, God sustains this world, worldwide, the thinking is, God is sitting in heaven. And of course, in heaven, because God is not here, we know that very well. We don't need to, even a child knows that. And so, God sitting in heaven is sustaining this world. This is the popular idea. And here he says, Jiva Bhutam, Mahavakyam, Jiva Bhutam, Jiva Bhutam Prakriti. That Para Prakriti is Jiva Bhuta, means essence of the Jiva. Essence of the Jiva means the essence of the Jiva cannot be separate from the essence of Ishvara. That means Jiva is not separate from Ishvara. And therefore, there is this Mahavakyam identity. And therefore, this Vivartatvam, Vivarta Upadana Karanam, that comes out. It makes our Advaita Vedanta very, very unique. And then Aham Kritsnasya Jagatah Prabhavaha Pralayastata. I am the creator and the sustainer and the resolver of this world. Mattaha Parataram Nanyat. And then, having said all that, there is nothing greater than me, bigger than me. There is nobody that is a cause of me. You cannot find my cause. Not you cannot find my cause. There is no cause. You cannot find my cause. If I say, then that becomes there is a cause, but you can't find it. No, that cause does not exist. And But then that cause is me, because Ishvara is me, essentially, Jiva. Therefore, that me, I know that. So, Upadharaya, iti Upadharaya, understand that. That's what he says. He doesn't say, believe me. So, believe in in my words. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say anywhere that kind of thing. You have to understand it, period, because it's a statement of fact. Heaven has to be believed. Heaven exists. Suppose somebody says heaven exists. Okay, is it a statement of fact or statement of belief? Swargaha in Sanatana, all kinds of Swargas are there. So many lokas are there. Whatever world you want, you can choose and go. And you can work for it, and then Shastra says you can go to that locals. So it exists for me because I consider Vedas as a pramanam. Okay, it exists. I believe it exists, and it may also exist. We don't know, and we believe it exists. Okay, and so going to heaven is based on a belief on the Shastra. Astika. If you're an Astika, you can believe in the Swarga and go to that Swarga. But then Yampar, Ishvara, essentially Ishvara is you, if he says, then it becomes who am I? Question will come. If I know the answer to who am I will know the answer to the question who is Ishvara. Correct? So, therefore, very different from all the other views there. So, we were looking at shloka number 7. Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchit asti he Dhananjaya. There is nothing superior to me. There is no cause. Nobody caused me because I am ajaha. I am unborn. Remember, second chapter. Atma, you can bring down those words here. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranaha. Na hanyate na hanyamane sharire, like that he had said before. So that same ajaha, I am also unborn. Therefore, mattaha parataram nanyate. And then, Mai sarvam idam protam. Sarvam idam. Okay. Idam sarvam. Idam sarvam means everything that is there here. Idam. So there is this in our Shastra when we study, go deeper and deeper and study Shankaracharya's Bhashyam and Kathopanishads and other Upanishads, then what will happen? This word idam becomes popularly used, and the word idam means the two things in this world. What are the two things? Aham, idam. Aham, idam. In Sanskrit, idam is what? This. Correct? This. I and this. That's all. These are the only two things that are there. Shastram uses it in those meanings. Idam, if you say, that means this sarvam, idam, this world, universe, cosmos, that is called idam. Even the object that is closest to you, this book is also idam. And then the farthest planet and farthest galaxy and farthest star also is idam. Idam pratyayaha. Called pratyaya. So sometimes they will say idam pratyaya, aham pratyaya. Means that which is referred to by the word aham. See, aham is a word. See, I can say I am aham. I am I. Correct? But then, who am I? Are you the word aham? No, I'm not the word aham. Aham pratyayaha. Aham pratyayaha means that which is referred to by the word I is me. I got it. Okay, if you got it, that's it. That's all it is. Asmat pratyayaha, aham pratyayaha, idam pratyayaha, like that they will say. So here Bhagavan is using that word idam, mayi sarvam idam protam. Okay, sarvam idam, everything that is there here or there, whatever is there, that means the universe, protam, protam. Protam means woven, woven. Like this, like the weaver, they put if you look at the weaver, the old-fashioned weavers, I've seen the weaving machine, and all the threads, they first put all the threads like this, horizontal. Then the machine comes and just weaves it through the perpendicular. I think it's called warp and woof or something like that. There's a word, I forget what it is. Waft and woof or something like that. In English, they say. It means the horizontal direction and the vertical direction. He says the entire world is like that, like this cloth that is woven. And my, he says, my in me it is woven. Means I am the one that provides the sustenance to this jagat. Just like this rectangular, the vertical and the horizontal threads are providing are the essence of this cloth. And cloth is, if you minutely look at the cloth, it's all lines like this. Correct? So that is what he's saying. Mai sarvam idam protam. And then, by the way, I had wanted to teach this Tattvabodha, that Panchikaranam today. Okay. And I had was almost ready to do that. Then I realized one thing. I could have sent you the slides, and I thought I should have sent you some text from Tattvabodha as a review so we can actually do it properly. So I decided I don't want to show something to you and then without without you having that material with you. So I decided to just continue with this shloka. So next class, we'll make sure we'll send you those slides that Mahesh ji has taken pains to prepare. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. So he's giving an example. Iva means like. So like this he says. Sutre manigana iva. So like a mala with beads. Beads. So the cosmos, the world, the universe is like beads, various beads. They're all strung together. They're all in place. They're all situated and in an organized manner. How it is organized? By that thread, the string that is going through these beads. That is the example Bhagavan is there. Sutre, in that string, Maniganaha even. The groups of beads and small beads are there. See, our mala and all is very pretty basic. It's all same beads. There is no big pendant and this and that. No, just shining jewelry and all that. Diamond and all that. Not that. But we can, Manigana, that's why he says Manigana. Ganaha means groups of monies. And so you decide how you want your mala to be. Some are shining, some are small, some are big, some there's a pendant at the bottom, this and that. So like that chain, like that mala is held together by the string. Sutre maniganaha iva. Iva idam sarvam protam. And so we already seen Bhagavan is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Nimitta Karanam, no doubt, but Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Right now I can use the word Vivarta. I think you all will understand, right? Upadana Karanam. The material cause that pervades the creation, that pervades the Srishti, and thereby appreciating that Ishvara pervades the Srishti, Ishvara cannot be away from the Srishti. And so that Vivartatvam is shown here also. Sutre Manigana Iva. Mani are not sitting separate and Sutram is sitting somewhere. No, not like that. And it's Vivartam. Antaryami, Ishvara Antaryami bolte hai na. That Antaryami, Ante Tishthan Yamayati. And being there within every object, every being, she sustains. That is Sutre Manigana Eva. And that sutra is not visible. Ishvara is not visible. Unless you really look into it, Ishvara will not be visible. But once you decide to look, then only vichare, by jnanam, you will be able to see. And therefore, you must ask the question. Now, I see a problem with the example. What is the problem? Is there a problem with the example or no? Yeah, I think you can unmute yourself. I set it up so you can unmute yourself directly. No problem. What happened is, can you? Yeah, you can unmute yourself if you want. Is there a problem with the example?
The chain is easily breakable, Guruji.
Okay, chain is breakable, but something else I was expecting. Okay.
Where did the money come from?
Where did the money come from? Money came from Ishvara only. So everything is Ishvara. So I think what you're saying, Anirudh is saying is, hey, the money is separate from the string. You can just unstring the whole
Yes,
thing.
we can
All
unstring
the
them.
monies
Yes.
are kept out and the string is separate. That is not possible. That is not the Ishvara Shrishti is not like that. This is Jiva Shrishti. So there is we take the example only for what we want to see in the example. We want to see that the string is what keeps everything together, and string pervades the mala. That much we want to see. That's all. Beyond that, we don't want to use the example for. So no example can represent the tattvam exactly. So I'm just challenging you to just be aware that every example will have limitations. Okay. So therefore, Bhagavan is saying that Vivartatvam, the pervasiveness of Ishvara, the creation. So in quotes, this word creation, whenever we use in this class, we have to put it in quotes. Srishti is better word because creation means a Western idea of creation, which is separate from Ishvara. That is why scientists cannot handle that. They will just run away from this word creation. That's why in the US there is a big problem with this creation. The church wants to insert this idea of creation. They must, all students must be taught about the greatness of God. And so there's a constant fight between scientists and theologians in this matter. But for us, there is no fight. Why? Somehow there is no fight. That much argument is not there. So, anyway, so this Ishvara, Vivarta, Abhinna, Nimitta, Vivarta, Upadhana Karanam. The non-difference between the intelligent cause and the material cause. Unlike in all other creations that we know, unlike our pot and the clay is separate, different from the pot maker. Okay, they're all different. But here it is abhinnam. The creation we know it's all bhinnam. But when it comes to the world, we have to begin to change the whole paradigm and then say abhinna nimitta upadana karana. Okay. So we solve that. So that vivartatvam is important. Swami Paramarthananda talks about, he quotes Bhagavatam and he quotes a particular shloka, okay, 10:32:1. It says, Krishna disappeared. He was playing with all gopis and Krishna disappeared suddenly. And then what happened? Then Ruruduhu, all these Gopyaha Ruruduhu, they wept, it seems, they cried. And then he says, there is one difference though, between our crying and the gopis crying. What is that? Ruruduhu Suswaram. So with a beautiful raga, it seems. That crying is like a raga. And it's even that crying is very good to hear, it seems. Only difference between our crying and their crying is, for us, when we cry, nobody seems to think it's a very, if there is any harmony in that. But then Gopyaha, uh, when they cry, Ruruduhu, it is Suswaram, He Rajan, Krishna Darshana Lalasaha. So they're very eager to see Krishna, and then Krishna disappeared. So then after that he comes back again. He says, Tasam Avirbhut. Avirbhut. So again Krishna came back. Shaurihi Smayamana Mukhambujaha. Then suddenly Krishna appeared. This face, lotus face, this beautiful face, Ambuja Netram, Ambuja Mukham appeared. And then came, he just transformed the gopis once again. They all became very happy. So this is to invoke some devotion in us. The devotion should come out of us and say, yeah, this is amazing. And so Dvaita Bhakti. Then Dvaita Bhakti also has limitations, and then Advaita Bhakti. Hey, when you and I are not different, then that is the greatest bhakti. Ananya Bhakti. If you have not heard the word Ananya Bhakti. Anya Bhakti means what? Ishvaraha Mattaha Anyaha. Ishvara is different from me, and therefore I have bhakti to Ishvara. That is fine. That is Dvaita Bhakti, Anya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti. Hey, you are not Anyaha, Ananyaha. You are Ananyaha. You are not different from me. Then that Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti. Yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra tava paja pankajam, tatra tatra samadhayaha. So, Krishna is going to simply not say that I am there in this world. He's going to give examples. Next sloka is going to come. And how to see that. He's going to keep saying, I am there in various different things, etc. Later on, another chapter also he's going to say. And so the idea there is, we'll translate the shloka and then I'll come to that explanation. So here, Mattaha Parataram na Anyat Asti Kinchit Dhananjaya. Hey Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, there is no other cause superior to me. Superior, you can put in quotes. There is no other cause superior to me. So here superior has to be understood as cause effect. An effect is inferior to a cause. Cause is superior to the effect. That is the way. Therefore, there is no other cause superior to me. See, the word superior is used because of the parataram, it says. Parataram. So there is some comparative degree there. Okay. Full stop. All this is woven in quotes and within brackets, has its being. All this is woven, I don't know how to pronounce this. Anyway, all this is woven within brackets, has its being in me, comma, like the beads in a string. All this is woven, has its being in me, comma, like the beads in a string. Full stop. There is no cause superior to me. Full stop. All this is woven, has its being in me like the beads in a string. Did everybody get that? Yeah. Okay. Who else? Priya. Thought I saw Priya's. Oh, there she is. Rasohamapsu kaunteya.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya.
Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho.
Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho.
Pranavah sarva vedeshu.
Pranavah sarva vedeshu.
Shabdah khe paurusham nrishu.
Shabdah ke paurusham nrushu.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya.
Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho.
Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho.
Pranavah sarva vedeshu.
Pranavah sarva vedeshu.
Shabdah khe paurusham nrishu.
Shabdah ke paurusham nrushu.
Once again, same theme. Nothing is separate from me. But idea is being said here in this shloka with some examples. So Bhagavan wants to give us the knowledge, he gives us the knowledge, but with the knowledge there should be an attitudinal change also. A shift will be there. Suppose you met somebody and stranger, and when you meet a stranger, you don't have any raga dvesha. You are neutral with respect to that person because you don't know much about the person, and we often we become, our behavior is normal with respect to a stranger. Correct? Normal means there is no, you don't know anything at all about the person, so there is no chance for you to make any judgment. And so, and then you meet the person, you come back, then you talk to, later in the day you talk to the person, talk to somebody else, and then you figure out this person that you met was somebody who in the 1971 Bangladesh war, he was jailed, spent time in Bangladesh, and then the Indian government spent some, many months he was captured, and then he was released later on. So he actually fought for the freedom, like that. Pakistan released him, something like that, you hear. Then what happens? Your whole attitude changes. Correct? You said, my God, I met somebody who protected this country, who protected Bangladesh, who protected people, who was in the middle of fire, who stepped over landmines. That person he is. And he never told you that. He just talked to you like a normal person. So when the minute you know something about anything, person or thing, then your attitude changes about that person. So you've been to many temples, and you went to Srirangam. Srirangam is an island near Trichy, and there is they say it is India's largest temple. Okay, and Ranganatha Swami temple is there. Okay, you went and came back to your family, and then you came back. Then you hear a story. And the story is this. The story is the east, the four gopurams are there. It's a huge thing. You can look up in YouTube. There is a beautiful video of the entire thing, and you look up. It's like it's so many football field size. It's just kilometers, several square kilometers. That's the area of this temple. And the east gopuram, all four sides there are gopurams, right? And the east gopuram is white in color. It's painted white. Nowhere in the world you will see a gopuram painted white. Okay, some temples have this white marble, etc. But this thing is painted white. Okay, and then what happened? What is this thing? White gopuram is very odd. It seems like the Archaeological Survey of India screwed up. These people are very good. They don't protect anything. They are only good at just doing some funny stuff. And better know a Archaeological Survey of India. That is how we feel sometimes. So this is the idea you get. Then the story is this. In 1323, the Muslim forces, Sultanate forces, came all the way down south. Then the Vijayanagaram Empire was there, and then, or just before it, And then they ransacked this temple. They took away all the gold, all the jewelry, everything, just ransacked. And the people of Srirangam fought hard, and 12,000 of them lost their lives. Okay. And then they went to get Ranganatha Swami, made of pure gold, some gold, some one particular Abaranji gold or something like that. And then they wanted to get that. But then our people knew this is going to happen. So the chief priest of that, so he took away that gold. Okay, the Pillai Lokacharya. He took away that murti and then went off from Srirangam, went off to Madurai, which is about 150 kilometers southwest of Srirangam. Okay, ran away. And then these fellows are on a hunt for this Pillai Lokacharya. And then what happened? Then there is a lady, Devadasi, the dancer of the temple. This lady, she's called Vellai. Correct? How many of you? Some of you will know the story. Correct? Yeah. So Lakshmi Nagesh knows, Meera, Narayana, etc. Many of them know. Okay. And Rama Venkatesh. So Vellai, she danced in front of this commander in chief, and then captivated him, and then danced for several hours, so that this man can run away and hide, and distracted these people, and then took him to all the way to the top of the Gopura, East Gopura, and carried the Gopura, and then went all the way to the top, saying, "Come on, you want the thing, right? They've hidden it here." And then took him all the way to the top, and then she pushed him down and finished him off. Then she decided that she'll be the next target, so she fell down. She dropped herself off. She killed herself, and so this just moved people, and she was single-handedly protected Ranganatha Swami from being stolen by these people. And then the Vijayanagaram king named this as the Vellai Gopuram. Vellai Gopuram became Vellai Gopuram. Vellai became Vellai. Vellai means white. Therefore, they painted this thing white. There is no connection between white and Vellai, okay? But that's how the story is. I see the story and I say, what? We went to Srirangam, we didn't see all these things. I feel like going to Srirangam again. Right? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong in going to a temple again. Yeah, we'll do it again next time. Okay. So whole attitude changes completely. So like this here also, Bhagavan, having said about this Upadana Karanam and so forth, is going to give some examples like Rasoham, etc. And Vishwarupa Darshanam. Ishvara is manifest as this Vishwa, this world. It is my Raga Dvesha that prevents me from appreciating Ishvara. So you have to see Bhagavan, Devudu in this Jagat, in this world. So even Shlokas, big mantras like Rudram, Shivaratri we had just a few days ago. Rudra Japam. So one of you chanted 11 times Rudram. So Rudram, if you see, there is no Mahavakya in Rudram at all. It is all Vishwarupa Darshan. Asauvyastamro aruna uta babrusu mangalaha ye chemagum rudra abhito dikshushita sahasrasho vaishagum heda imahe. You are, hey Rudra, you are like the sun, the burning sun, red in color. And then you are also not just red, but bright, dark red sometimes. And you are burning like 1,000 suns, not like one sun, but sahasrashaha, sahasrasho vaishagum heda imai. Like this praise of Ishvara, praise of Rudra. You are in the form of sun, you are in the form of the entire cosmos. And but you're too hot. Just cool down for me, okay? Because I'm worshipping you. So just calm down for a bit. Calm down. That's how it is. That's shloka. Keep your bow down. Keep your arrow down. You're scaring me with your bow and arrow. This is how the Rudram is. After reading the meaning, you will be wondering, what is this? Where is all this high philosophy and this and that? High philosophy is Vivartatvam, Vivarta Upadana Karanam. That is high philosophy. But all you want to call it like that. Okay. So, therefore, so Proktaha, Bhagavata Proktaha, Bhagavan is teaching. He is saying in 2-3 sentences all these Mahavakyam. Jiva Bhuta, Jiva Bhutam he says. But then the attitude has to change. And so he's giving some examples. And it's like Paramarthanandaji says, eating is easy. But then after eating only you realized, my God, this is, I have to digest it. So digesting takes a little while. If you have eaten properly, then you don't worry about digesting. But if you've done something, if you've taken 2 or 3 helpings too much, then you realize that digesting is the problem. So anyway, that digestion is important. And so that world is a manifestation of Ishvara. There is an Upanishad called Ishavasya Upanishad or Ishopanishad. Ishavasya Nidagam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitaha, like that. Ma Gridah Kasyas Vidhanam, like that is it. Ishavasya Nidagam Sarvam. It starts with that statement. Hey, look at this world as a manifestation of Ishvara. Bhagavan is there very much, everywhere. This world, you don't have to look for Bhagavan. Everything that you see is Bhagavan. And what about me? Well, I am also not separate from Bhagavan. My nature and Bhagavan's nature are identical. Like the wave in the ocean can say, I am water. Hey God, ocean, you're also water. There is no difference between you and me. You may look big, you have a big upadhi. Okay, your upadhi is big. My upadhi is small. Okay, fine, but essentially identical. Upadhi is just vacharambhanam vikaro namadeyam. It's just name and form. It has no existence, independent existence at all. Name and form. Essentially, both of us are water. Our entire essence is water. The entire content is water. Nothing. No difference at all. So that essence, Ishavasya Vidagam Sarvam. And so here, look at that. Rasoham Apsu. Kaunteya. Hey Kaunteya. Look at that. Aham. So we have to split it. Rasaha Aham Apsu. Okay, that is the way to split that. And then Prabha Asmi, then Shashi Surya Yoho. Everything else is just one word split. So Aham Rasaha Apsu Asmi. Apsu. Aham Rasaha. I am the essence. Rasaha means essence. Literal meaning is essence. I am the essence in all waters. Apsu. Apsu means in all waters. So Bhagavan is going to enumerate. See, in enumeration, the list is endless because finite things, there are infinite finite things. Okay, so you can list. There's no end to a list. So he's going to list a few things. Apsu, water. He starts with water, and he says, "I am the essence of water." Okay, see me in water. That is what Bhagavan is saying. And so, when we do our Sadhyavandana, those of you who do Sadhyavandana, this water. Our first mantra is to purify water. To look at purify water means you look at water as Ishvara. And then pour that water on us. Sprinkle the water on us. Apo hitta mayo bhavaha. Tana ujje dadhatana. Maherana yachakshase. Yova shivatamo rasaha. Like that it goes. Every day we have to say it. And so that purifies the water, and the purified water is sprinkled on us. Every homa, every puja where the homa is done, in that kalasha, water is kept, the water is, Ishvara is seen in the water and water becomes pure. Okay, so apova idagam sarvam, vishwa bhutan yapah pranava apah. Like this is a big mantra they will chant. First thing they will chant this. The minute they set up, they will initial turmeric, etc. Ganapati is there, then suddenly Apova, they will start chanting. So water, because water is going to be used in this puja, in the homa, and so water invoked. Pavamana Suktam. So Pavamana Suktam is this the chant and they just before and sanctify the kalasha. இப்படி ஆரம்பிக்கும் அது. Yeah, not able to recall now. Anyway, Pavamana Suktam. That's our Punyaha Vachanam. You may have heard these words. So that Punyaha Vachana mantra, that is what it is. Okay. So I am the essence in all waters. Means I am look at water is not separate from me. Look at me there. I am the essence. And you anyway, you know Satyam and Mithya, you already know very well. So whatever form of water you see is Mithya. Water is Satyam, relatively speaking. But then water is Mithya. Ishvara is Satyam. That Ishvara, that Satyam you see in all waters. And Prabha Asmi Shashi Surya Yoho. So Shashi Surya Yoho, Saptami, Shashi Surya Yoho. So in moon and sun, whatever brilliance you see, whatever shine you see, okay, that is me. Prabha. Prabha means shining, brightness. Prabha. Prabhakar, Prabha, we have all these names. And so that consciousness shines. Why is somebody called Prabhakar or Prabha? Well, because she or he is consciousness. And consciousness is self-existent. Because of that consciousness, I can perceive the entire world. Otherwise, because I am shining first and foremost, then only everything else becomes evident to me. Evident to the one who is self-evident, who does not require any light to make evident. Thankfully, I am that self-evident Atma. Correct? So, Prabha Asmi, Shashi Surya Yoho, even in the sun and the moon, you think they are self-luminous. Yeah, they appear to be self-luminous, no doubt. But then that shining, that principle also is me in the moon and the sun. Shashi Surya Yoho. And the minute we say Surya Yoho, then immediately Gayatri Mantra comes to our mind. How many of you know the Gayatri Mantra? Yeah. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Not Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. I told you before. Not Na Prachodayat. Nah Prachodayat. Naha Prachodayat. Okay. So there what? This Gayatri Mantra is considered to be the essence of the entire Veda. So you think everybody is chanting Rudram and all that, and I don't know any chanting. Don't worry. If you can chant Gayatri Mantra, that is it. You are chanting the entire Vedas. Nobody can stop you. You can easily say, yes, I chanted the entire Vedas today. Because that is it. Gayatri Mantra is the essence. Entire Veda is collapsed into Gayatri. That is one level. Next, the Gayatri is collapsed into Vyakriti. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. If you say that, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, that's it. Gayatri is collapsed into Vyakriti, and then Vyakriti is collapsed into Omkara. I'll come to that in a minute. But here, Savita, the key for Gayatri, let me finish that, is Savita. Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Savituhu Bhargaha. Savita is Suryaha. Savituhu Suryasya Devasya. Surya Devasya Bhargaha. Bhargaha is brilliance. Brilliance. So may the brilliance of the Surya, sun is good to visualize Ishvara because just brilliant, just shining, burning, and so powerful day after day after day it continues. Therefore, excellent to visualize Ishvara there. And so Savituhu Devasya Bhargaha Varenyam, worshipful, Devasya dhimahi dhiyaha yaha naha prachodayat. Someday I'll explain that. I'll spend a few minutes on Gayatri mantra. So may diyaha asmakam diyaha. May that Surya Devata, that Savita inspire our intellects. Let my mind shine like the sun. So one meaning is let me understand that which is most important to understand in this life. There are so many things going on, so many WhatsApp forwards are coming. Let me see if I can identify that 1% that is really useful to me. Okay, 1% we miss out. Oh, you sent a document by WhatsApp? Yeah. Well, you are watching all the other videos in the document. This document also was sent. You forgot this one and you saw all other videos. This is what happens. Can I send it again? Can you send it again? That becomes, I think 20, 30, 40 years back, they will never have said, can you send it again? Can you forward it again? What forward? Those days we used to write letters in this postcard. There used to be a postcard and 15 paisa or something like that. We used to pay and write a postcard. And there's no sending again. There's only send once. That's it, over. You got it. So anyway, so this may the sun, may my mind do what it is supposed to do. May my brain, my intellect be used for what it is supposed to be used for. Another meaning is what? Hey, this Savita, this Ishvara, the Shashi Shurya Yoho Ahamasmi, that is what enlivens my mind. And the essence of me is Ishvara, Purusha, that Para Prakriti. And that is also the meaning of that Gayatri mantra there. And so, Prabha Asmi Shashi Surya Yoho. I am the Prabha, I am the brilliance in both the moon and the sun. Then what? Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. Sarva Vedeshu Pranavaha. So I was saying, the Vedas are all condensed, collapsed into Gayatri. Gayatri means Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. 24 syllabled mantra, Gayatri, 8 times 3, 24. Then that Gayatri mantra is collapsed into this Vyakriti called Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. In fact, Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha. That represents the entire creation. Bhuhu, this earth. Bhuvaha. Bhuvaha. The next world, the world that separates us from the farthest world. And the farthest world is Suvaha. Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha. Okay. So entire Gayatri is collapsed into Vyakriti called Bhuvaha Suvaha. Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha. And then that Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha is collapsed into Om. Om. That Om is called Pranavaha. Pranavaha means Omkaraha. So Omkara is the entire Veda. The minute you chant Omkara, Om, if you say, you have chanted the entire Veda. Don't say, I was planning to learn some Veda Parayanam. I think I don't have to learn that now. Don't say that. So we have to learn Veda Parayanam also, because there's so much to learn from that also. But that's the essence here. And so Om is the essence of the entire Vedas. Says Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. And I am the Omkara. I am the Omkara in all the Vedas. That means if Omkara is concentrated decoction, and then if I dilute it, then what will I get? I'll get Bhuhu Bhuvaha Suvaha. Dilute it some more, then I get Gayatri Mantra. Dilute it some more, I get the entire Vedas. And so, like, your fruit juice concentrate and all you have, concentrate. Those days we used to, remember, I used to buy all this concentrate and all that. And in America, I don't know, India also must be there, I think, I don't know. We don't buy all these frozen concentrates here. but it must be there, I suppose. So, Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. Okay, I am the Omkara in all the Vedas. Then, Ke Shabdaha. Ke Shabdaha. Ke. What is Ka? We saw Ka somewhere. Yeah, Mira, unmute yourself.
7.4 Kham Manu Buddhi Evacha.
Kam Mano Buddhi Revacha. Yeah, just a few shlokas ago we saw it. Come, that same come here. K means in come, in ka. Ka means akasha. Okay. Ka means space. And we gave some examples also, right? Khagaha. So ke gachati iti khagaha. And that which moves in space is called a bird. That's the definition of a bird, etc. So K, in that space, I am Shabdaha, I am sound, I am the sound principle. Very interesting, because the sound travels in space. That's what physics says. But Krishna seems to say this sound for 5,000 years ago. How is that? So they must know that. And so sound has to travel in space to reach our ears. So the sound principle and Akasha is very much connected. So K Shabdaha means sound, and also Shukshma Akasha. Sound also is subtle space is called sound also in our Shastra. And so that subtle space is the essence of the gross space. Gross space is what you and I perceive. When somebody says space, then you appreciate space. Avakasha pradatri akasha. That which accommodates is called space. Oh, this hall is very spacious. Okay, and that means you have appreciated the space, idea of space. Okay, so K Shabdaha. I am the essence of space in the form of sound principle, and so this Shabda is also connected with Brahma. Shabda Brahma. So there is a line of thinking that says the world was created by some sounds, Omkaraha, etc. I un, ruluk, a ong, I ouch, hayavarat lan, Dhamuru. Krishna, as Shiva was dancing, and the Dhamuru, he was beating the drum. From them came the sounds I would riluk a ong I ouch hayavara tilan nyamangana nam jabai gadadash jabagadadash ka pa cha ta ta chatatau kapai shashasar hal iti maheshwarani sutrani. Like that we study in our Panini class, and every class starts like this. How many 3 years we've been chanting this beginning of every class. And that's how I'm able to say. I've not said it in a long time. I'm forgetting some letters also. So these sounds. So the world is created from these sounds. World is created from these sounds means what? Hey, vacharam bhanam vikaro namadheyam. Hey, every object is only name and form. The essence is satyam. And whatever else you give to it is mithya. It is namarupa. Therefore, name and form. Name means sound. So I am the sound, I am the essence of all these names. Okay. And so Shabda Brahma, like that, there is an idea. Meenakshi, Ashtakam also, Shabda Mayi, right? Shabda Brahma Mayi, there is a word like that. Shabda Brahma Mayi, Chara Chara Mayi, Jyotir Mayi, Ityadi. There is something like that. Okay. So, and then Paurusham Drushu, in human beings, Nrishu, I am the Paurusham, I am the strength, I am the capacity, I am the humanness that makes this body human, that makes this body function. Okay, Paurusham Nrishu. I am that which ticks this body. I'm that which makes this body tick. Okay, and that's what he says here. So let's translate this shloka. Hey Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, I am the taste. I am the basic taste. I am the basic taste in the water. Basic taste in the water. Because you might say, oh, water has no taste. Water has no taste. But then, you know what? Suppose you want to taste anything solid. The tongue excretes saliva, which is water. Without water, you can't taste. You can't taste. That's why you put a very hot object on the tongue. The tongue will just cannot handle it. So therefore, I am the basic taste in the water, semicolon. I am the light in the moon and the sun. Okay, Prabha, brilliance, light. I am the light in the moon and the sun, semicolon. I am the basic taste in the water. I am the light in the moon and the sun. Okay. I am Omkara in all the Vedas. I am Om in all the Vedas. I am sound in space. I am sound in space. Okay. I am the strength in human beings. And I am the strength in human beings. I am the basic taste in the water. I am the light in the moon and the sun. I am Omkara in all the Vedas. I am sound in space, and I am the strength in human beings. We'll stop with that. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ